Peace, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano, and in today's video we're going to be comparing the Google Pixel 6 versus the Note 10 in a little bit more detail. But I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're brand new to the channel, if you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. But let's run this video up to 30 likes in the first day or so, and so we can get this video out to more people and also beat the YouTube algorithm. But I encourage you to subscribe and get notified for more videos just like this. And if you're already a part of the crew, I definitely appreciate you for coming through. But if you're already part of the crew, salute. So when you compare the build quality on both of these things, they're both going to be extremely well built. You could just see right here. They're extremely well built when it comes to the build quality and the overall materials that they did use. The way that they constructed both of these devices is just really solid, extremely solid. As far as the features on here, we do have wireless charging for the Note 10, and then we also do have wireless charging for the Pixel 6. So both of these guys do have wireless charging, which is definitely pretty cool. So on the right side of the Note 10, there's going to be nothing across it. You can see the antenna line up top, and the bottom, it has nothing there on the bottom. On the well, right here on the side, I mean. And then on the bottom you get your S Pen located right here, which you just click it and you can pop that out and you get your access to all your note features. You could do a quick note when the screen is off, and then when you have the screen unlocked and you take out the pen, you're going to be able to see all the features come up. So you just give it a click, another click, and then pull the pen out, and it'll automatically display your features. But we'll get into that in just a second. But on the other bottom part of here is your microphone, Type-C, speaker, and on the left side of the device you're going to get your power button and your volume rocker. And then up top we're also getting the SIM card, micro SD card slot, as well as a microphone right up top as well. So really good build quality. Also Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. We also do get Gorilla Glass 6 on this guy as well, and display fingerprint sensor, volume rockers to the right, power button right above it. And then on the bottom of here you're gonna get your microphone, your speakers. On the bottom of here is Type-C for charging. Your micro USB SD card slot is going to be on the left side of this guy, and then nothing else on this side. And then on the right side you're going to get your volume rockers and a power button above it, along with the camera bar, which houses all the sensors. And I'm going to get into the sensors in just a second, so you know what sensors are which on both of these guys. But you're going to get a triple camera setup on the Note, and then a dual camera setup on the Pixel. So you can see the logos in the center, and both of these have a really nice weight to it. It does feel like the Note 10 may just be a little bit lighter in the hand, but they're absolutely gorgeous phones when you compare the overall build quality, which I really do like. The Google Pixel 6 is going to be a little bit taller at 6.4 inches compared to the 6.3 inches that we're getting on the Samsung. As far as the displays, they're both going to be really solid as well. Let's do a fingerprint sensor test. 1 2 3. That was like the same time. Let me do that one more time. And I just got an update for the Note 10 fingerprint sensor like yesterday. 1 2 3. Okay, so I gotta do that one more time because I mistouched the Samsung one. 1 2 3. Let me know which one is quicker. I don't know which screen to look at. 1 2 3. It's like almost dead even. Let me see. 1 2 3. Oh, I didn't even have this one in sight. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. I think that's like tied up, and I think the Google Pixel 6 has improved their fingerprint sensor a lot, because it's keeping up with the ultrasonic one on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 as well. Now when it comes to both displays, they're going to be really similar, and the slight advantage is going to go to the Note 10 because it's just going to be really punchy when it comes to the overall Super AMOLED display. But then we get an AMOLED display on the Google Pixel 6. So this is the Note 10 right here, and I'm just going to expand that and turn the brightness up so you can see the full brightness levels on here. So it does say full brightness now on the Samsung, and then let's just turn up the brightness. It's already up on the Pixel. Those bleeding, those curved edges on the Note 10 look extremely beautiful. It's like bleeding over the edge of the display, and it looks like the water, like a waterfall display, because you could see the water just sliding gently off to the side of the Note 10. It just looks really beautiful how it captures the sides of this thing. So I really like the fact that it has curved edges. Just keep in mind that you might need a screen protector for both of these guys. But as far as the screen scratching, both of these devices do have screens that scratch, and they're both Gorilla Glass 6. And then one of the things I noticed is that the curved display scratch is a little bit easier, so I did purchase a screen protector that I'm going to put on the Note 10, right? But we're getting 400 pixels per inch when it comes to the Note 10, and 403 pixels per inch when it comes to the Google Pixel 6. So it does look a little bit brighter when I'm looking at the Note 10, but they both look absolutely gorgeous when it comes to the displays that I'm looking at to the naked eye. And I could see that we do have some really nice features on the back as well as the front. But like I said, we're going to get Gorilla Glass 6 on the Note 10 and Gorilla Glass Victus on the back of the Pixel 6 with Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. So just wanted to mention that so you guys get a clear idea. They both have HDR+. The Google Pixel 6 has 2.25 curved glass, and it does have a 90 hertz refresh rate, whereas the Note 10 doesn't have the 90 hertz refresh rate. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But the Note 10 is going to be 1080 by 2280, and the Pixel 6 is going to be 1080 by 2340. So just slightly more, more density when it comes to these guys on the Pixel, but it just looks a little bit more bright on the Samsung when it comes to the display. So honestly, it's like you're gonna, like, no matter which one you pick for the viewing angles and experience, obviously the Samsung just looks a little bit more punchy when it comes to the colors on here. I can't stress that enough, but it just looks like a little bit more brighter or whatever. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But a slightly bigger panel on the Pixel 6, slightly bigger when it comes to the size, 6.4 inches versus 6.3. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Alright guys, so I wanted to do a speaker test on both of these guys so you could hear the speakers. So with the Google Pixel 6, I'm just gonna go ahead and start that off so you could hear that for the speakers on the Google Pixel 6. And obviously these are going to be dual speakers, really solid when it comes to the speaker quality on the Google Pixel 6. It doesn't have Dolby Atmos or anything, but they just sound really clear. So one by the earpiece and one at the bottom grill. Okay, so that was the Google Pixel 6. Now let's hear the Note 10. Now these are going to be tuned by AKG Audio, also have Dolby Atmos on board, and so you can kind of hear these. So let me know which one you think sounded a little bit better. I'm just going to play the Google Pixel 6 one more time. And I'm going to play the Note 10 one more time. So let me know which one did a better job when it comes to the speaker quality. So now for the Google Pixel 6, this guy does have the Tensor chip on here, so it's going to be clocked in at a really good 5 nanometers when it comes to the speeds on this. It's going to be really speedy, really zippy, really quick. Oh, he was real sneaky. 8 gigabytes of RAM, the ARM Mali G78 for the graphics, and then, like I said, the Tensor chip for the CPU, which is going to be the brains, right? So I just wanted to throw that out there, but it's going to be really good on the gaming front. Very, very, very versatile, very snappy, extremely quick when it comes to the processing speeds on here. But wow, that was real crazy. That happened so quick. We also get 128 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 gigabytes of RAM, like like we talked about earlier, right? Now the Note 10 does have this dedicated game launcher right here, so you have to launch all your games through it. Let's see, allow. But both of them will be able to get to the highest frame rate when it comes to the graphics, and when it comes to the actual speed, like of the frame rate. So this is usually how I like to game for the most part, but just keep in mind this is going to have the Adreno 640 for the GPU with a 7 nanometer processing chip. And as far as the clock speed, they're going to both be at 2.8 gigahertz as well. So honestly, if you were to be like picking up a phone just for gaming, both of these devices would be extremely capable of playing pretty much any game you throw at it, because they're going to have really good frame rates. Obviously, you're going to get the 90 hertz refresh rate, but I didn't notice any big difference on the from the Google Pixel to the actual Note 10. They both perform really smooth. So I just really had a good time no matter what I was doing, right? With the Note 10, it was going to definitely be pretty solid in every single department that I was using it at, and just a really solid device for gaming and things like that. Now let's talk about the software. As you can see, they do look a lot different when you pull down and you look at the software. These are the basically the notification windows, and they look really different. And I kind of like the Note has smaller icons. The Google Pixel 6 has bigger icons, so it's just the preference if you like the bigger ones. I still kind of haven't gotten used to the icons on the Pixel. They look really big on Android, 12, but the Note 10 has those smaller icons, which I'm more familiar with. So I don't know, it just depends on your personal preference, but you can see right here you get the accented colors. Another thing that I like is that the Note 10 has this new thing with One UI 4.1 where you can do scrolling widgets. So they don't have that on the Google Pixel yet. It'd be pretty cool to see something like that where you can stack widgets on the Google Pixel 6. But they have this Easter egg thing, which is pretty cool. They also have your intelligent assistant for playbacks, conversations as well, digital well-being, and buds manager. But they don't have the stacked, like when you click right here on the Samsung and you click widgets, you get the smart widgets right here. So you could combine widgets to save space on your home screen, which I really do like. But both of these guys do have, when you long hold and you go to the wallpaper option, and if you go to the wallpaper option here, you can see that we have those wallpaper colors and basic colors on the Pixel, and then right here on the Note 10 we have the color palette. So they kind of given their own kind of take on how you want your device to look, right? Because it's going to change the accent colors and stuff like that, and you can mess around with that to your personal I just kind of like the way they do that. It just looks really, really clean for both of these things. So I just really like the software as well on both of these guys. Now, when it comes to battery life, slightly better battery life on the Pixel, because we're going to be getting a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is going to be a lot more, it's going to be more efficient overall when you compare it to the Samsung Galaxy. It's a 4,600 milliamp hour battery on the Pixel, which is going to be a lot more quicker. Not quicker, but a lot more longer battery life. It's not going to be a ton more, but it will drain. It will see a lot less drain when it comes to the battery life on the Pixel 6. So I guess that has to do with the optimization and things like that. It's just the tensor chip will adapt to your performance overall, but also you got a larger battery cell because the Note 10 has a 3,500 milliamp hour battery versus the 4,600 milliamp hour battery. But one other thing that I wanted to talk about was the cameras on both of these guys, and I did take similar, I will do a dedicated camera test on both of these things because I do have some photos that I did take on both of these guys, and you know, they're relatively solid when it comes to the overall performance on both of these things. So I just wanted to let you guys know that you get a really decent experience when it comes to the cameras on both of these guys. So I was just thoroughly impressed with the overall photos on both. You will get 10 times zoom compared to the 7 times zoom that you get on the Pixel 6. So, and the 0.7, which is a little bit wider on the Pixel wide angle camera versus the 0.5. So I just wanted to mention that as well. But for the most part, like they both have 4K 60. I like how the Samsung camera gives you the option to flip it to the front facing camera as well, which is really cool. But in nighttime, they do perform really well. It's smoother video on the Google Pixel 6, so I definitely give it to the Pixel 6 with the video. But right here in this nighttime mode picture, they both captured some really good detail overall. So I'd have to like analyze this in the camera comparison test, which I'll probably do very shortly. But wow, just really good details on the Pixel 6, as you can see right here, versus the Samsung at nighttime. But I'm going to get into that in a little bit more detail. But let me know which one of these devices you would pick up. So far, my main SIM is in the Pixel and my secondary SIM is in the Note. So I kind of find that the Note is really, really good with the S Pen, which I did talk about in other videos. But you just can do so much with it if you're a graphic designer or a writer or a journalist. You could do a lot with it. But let me know what you guys think about both of these guys in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna get right back with you. I'll check you guys later. Peace.